Ever wonder if the world you see is actually real? It sounds like a sci-fi movie. But this idea comes from Plato, one of the most brilliant minds in history, who lived over 2,400 years ago. Let us dive into his mind-blowing philosophy and see how it can change the way you think about everything. First up, Plato's theory of forms. Imagine everything you see a cherry tree. Even a person is just an imperfect copy, like a shadow of a perfect original version. He called these perfect originals forms or ideas. So, there's a perfect form of a chair, a perfect form of beauty, and a perfect form of justice. These forms exist in a higher, spiritual realm, and our physical world is just a flickering, temporary reflection of that true reality. To explain this, Plato gave us the famous allegory of the cave. Picture a group of people who have been chained inside a cave their entire lives, facing a blank wall. All they can see are shadows cast on the wall by objects moving in front of a fire behind them. To these prisoners, the shadows are reality. They have no idea there's a whole world outside the cave. Plato says most of us are like these prisoners, mistaking illusions for the truth. Philosophy, for him, is the journey of breaking free from the chains, turning around, and stepping out of the cave into the bright light of real knowledge. It's about questioning what we perceive and seeking a deeper understanding. This leads to his distinction between knowledge and opinion. An opinion is based on our senses, what we see, hear, and touch. But our senses can be deceiving, right? What looks one way from a distance can look completely different up close. Plato argued that opinions are unreliable. True knowledge, on the other hand, comes from reason and intellect. It's about grasping the perfect forms, not just their shadowy copies. To gain true wisdom, we have to think beyond what's right in front of our eyes. So, how do we access this higher knowledge? Plato believed it's through our soul. He thought the soul is immortal and existed before our bodies. He said it has three parts. First, the rational part, which is our ability to think and reason. Second, the spirited part, which drives our courage, anger, and ambition. And third, the appetitive part, which is all about our desires for food, drink, and other physical pleasures. According to Plato, living a good and just life means creating a harmony between these three parts, with our reason guiding our spirit and keeping our appetites in check. This idea of harmony and order extends to his vision of a perfect society, which he described in his book, The Republic. He imagined an ideal state with three classes of people, mirroring the three parts of the soul. At the top are the philosopher kings, who represent wisdom and reason. They are the rulers because they have journeyed out of the cave and understand the forms of truth and justice. Next are the guardians, or soldiers, who embody courage and protect the state. Finally, there are the producers, the farmers, artisans, and merchants who handle the everyday needs of society. For Plato, justice in a society is achieved when every person does the job they are naturally best suited for, and all classes work together in harmony. This ties into his moral philosophy. For Plato, being a good person isn't just about following rules. It's about living a life guided by reason. Virtue is an inner balance, a well-ordered soul. And what about evil? Plato had a fascinating take. He believed that no one chooses to do wrong willingly. Instead, evil comes from ignorance. People do bad things because they are mistaken about what is truly good. If they truly knew the good, they would naturally choose it. Plato's influence is almost impossible to overstate. He founded the Academy in Athens, which is considered the first university in the Western world. He was the teacher of another philosophical giant, Aristotle, and his ideas have shaped Western thought on politics, ethics, and metaphysics for millennia. From questioning reality to striving for a just society, Plato's philosophy challenges us to look beyond the surface and think deeper about our world and ourselves. So the next time you see your reflection, you might just wonder, are you looking at the real you or just a shadow on the cave wall? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into philosophy, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.